All right, good evening and welcome, race fans, to the CRA Street Stock Series powered by Race Sim Nation and presented by the Eskimo Brothers on Twitch. Located in the heart of southeast Wisconsin and currently in the Tokyo 10, I am one half of the broadcast team, Tom Torrey, and as always, joining live in his private broadcast bungalow, my good friend and co host, Andy Bisay.
Hey, ladies and gents, welcome to the show. We want to take this moment and apologize we didn't broadcast this race live last week, but we're back on track and ready to rock for this replay.
You're exactly right, Andy. Tonight we will be going through the race at Bristol Motor Speedway. It'll be 50 laps, so it should go by pretty quickly. And from my notes, there weren't too many cautions, well, at least compared to the last couple of races.
Yeah, it should be a great race no matter what the outcome, and as always, no spoilers here. If you haven't checked the American Stock Car page for the winner, we will keep that locked down until we're through with the race.
Also, usually we have post-race driver interviews, but because of it being a replay, that won't go down tonight. But next week, when we head out to Salem, we will be sure to make it happen.
And with this broadcast, we're going to cut to the chase here so we can get straight out to the track. And since we know the outcome, we're not going to make a pick this week.
Yeah, that's right. We won't be doing that, but we want to let you know if you're an experienced or hell, an inexperienced driver out there that wants to get into sim racing like what you're about to see tonight, head over to the American Stock Car page on Facebook. Send them a message and let them know. We run the CRA Street Stock Series bi-weekly, usually on Thursday nights. Sometimes we run it a couple weeks in a row. And then another series that currently isn't broadcasted right now is our Monday night series, which is currently driving the trucks.
Also, if you like what you see from our broadcast, feel free to hit that follow button here on Twitch. That way you can keep up with what we're doing and be the first to know about giveaways and cool stuff like that. And speaking of giveaways, we have reached our pinnacle mark of the 100 followers, and we will be doing a giveaway soon, coming June 12th. That's right, June 12th is going to be our first giveaway date that will be on our Tuesday night Deep Freeze sports show.
That's right. And if we can here, we'll go and put in some race scheduling here for the months of June and July so you guys can see what's coming up here very, very soon. Sounds good. Yeah, it looks like that is the wrong slide, but tonight with Bristol Motor Speedway, it is a track that the Cup Series runs on, Xfinity. If you guys know racing at all, you guys know this track. Sure. Yeah. I don't believe so. I think the race is going to begin here shortly. Again, it's going to be 50 laps at the awesome Bristol Motor Speedway. Uh, Andy, go ahead and run down the starting grid when you're all queued up. All right, Andy, if you give me 1 second here. Yes. Yeah, give me one moment here and we'll get right back on track. All right, folks, sorry for that little miscue there. Just ran into a little bit of trouble. From what I read, and I'm not going to try to give up too much away, but it looks like there was about five. But uh, for the most part, they raced pretty well. Heath Helton on the pole tonight. Yeah, I wonder what the hell that was all about. Wink, wink. Yeah. Yeah, Travis McKinney just, it seems like the name of the game. He's out front all the time. He puts the work in. He's almost like what we're sick of talking LeBron James in our Tuesday show. It's kind of getting that way here. Yeah, no, Travis is a good guy. I like him a lot. What I like him a lot. It's too bad that he's having a tough go here so far. Yeah, as you see Travis McKinney building that massive lead, he's almost a full turn ahead of these guys. Yep. Yes, we have. Oh yeah, done. I don't believe so, from what I can see. Yeah, big changes with the pits. Usually, as we've seen in past races, the pit stops were a lot quicker. It's going to be a lot more painful because of what they're doing here, being a street stock. They're going to go the actual way they do it, changing one wheel at a time. They don't have a full pit crew, so it's going to take a little bit.
So I do have to apologize, folks, if you didn't get a chance to see that beginning part of the race there. Unfortunately, I don't know if my Streamlabs software was having an issue, but it was showing me that you had a live stream, but I couldn't see it. So do apologize. Tom, are you still with me?
I am. I'm here with you, buddy.
All right. We are at
Just
9
living La
minutes
Vida
and
Loca on
30
this caution
seconds.
lap.
Yeah, La Vida Loca is right. You know, we may not always get there in the best way, but we make it every time. So,
Yep, we get there.
but looks like we got Heath Helton and Travis McKinney still leading out the pack, as usual. Heading into lap 14, but the caution laps didn't count, so And as they come out of turn 4, they're going to head to the green flag. Heath Helton's going to take the inside line and try to hold it on Travis, but Travis seems to have found that outside line, and he was able to drag race Heath across through the backstretch and into turn 3. Looks like he's now taking the lead into turn 4, and he's pulling it in front of Heath Helton by a good couple car lengths. Travis and
it seems like he's really got the car again. He puts the time in, and here he is, you know.
You know, I gotta say, I took some laps at Bristol, as some people might have seen in my preview segment. I really enjoyed driving these cars out there. It was a lot of fun. Really seemed like they were gripping good, and it just, well, as we can see now, their grip, there hasn't been many spin outs. I've missed the double spin out earlier. We'll try to get you to that in the highlight. That was pretty sweet, but
yeah, it was good. And it looks like Caleb Helton wiped out.
yeah, Caleb's one of our younger drivers. I wonder if he was having a little issue with the banking on this track. I noticed off of one of the starts there in the beginning, he was having a little bit of a hard time holding on to her.
Yeah, he's a young kid, you know. Heath Helton's son there, you know, really trying to get into this league a little bit, this series. Does well, you know, but he's probably just does about as good as I do right now at this track or in this series. I'm no Dale Earnhardt of this series at all.
Yeah, I gotta say, this track was a little easier to run the cars on. However, our upcoming track next week is a different story. If we get a chance to bring you folks a preview of that track, it could be a tough one for the drivers, and I definitely hope they come out and do some practice. So we have a lead change here.
And look at that. Is that Jared Bartlett?
That is Jared Bartlett.
Good old Jared Bartlett.
That's Stroh's Light Chevrolet. Loving that car. I really like that Coors Superflow that Joey Fulkerson's driving tonight too.
Yeah, that's a cool ride.
See, how many laps do these guys take per caution? I'm going to try to do the math quick for us here. Is it 3 or 4?
Not sure. I would imagine about 3 or 4. not.
Dwayne says probably 4, so that puts us at 2 cautions. So we're at...
It says lap 22 from what I can see.
So we're at lap 15 right now. Jared Bartlett's going to lead out the pack, it looks like, this time. I wonder if he's going to be able to hold on to it. And it'll be interesting to see the fast cars, you know, dropping back a little bit and have to fight their way back up. That actually was pretty fun this weekend, and it's I know a lot of the short tracks do this, but they do qualifying and then they do heat races, like 2 short heat races, and you're finishing in your heat race determines where your starting place is in the feature race. That way, even if you do get a couple guys who are way faster, it kind of it evens it out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's thanks for sharing that with us, Dwayne. New rules next week. You will not be able to change tires unless you have a flat.
Oh, see, and that's probably why everybody's going in, because they probably changed one tire the first time and then changed another tire the second time.
Man, that Joey Fulkerson car is beat up.
Oh my gosh, it is beat up.
Just looking at it, I'm like, damn.
Oh, Dwayne says that starts next week. Okay.
Yeah, it's next week.
As they go to green here, we got Joey Fulkerson, or, nope, Jared Bartlett leading us out. As we see Dwayne Hall trying to take over the second spot from number 25 there. Oh, a little contact. We got Sean Goodman trying to give Dwayne a little push back here. Paul Hahn there, the number 25, is going to settle in behind Dwayne Hall as we see Jared Bartlett's pushing out ahead.
Yeah, hopefully you can stay there.
Right now, Travis McKinney's running back there a few paces behind Heath Helton.
Another caution on the track.
I was wondering where you went there, Tom. You got cat got your tongue there tonight, or? We're rolling at 1850 with lap 33 is what I show on my counter. As we see Jared Bartlett spin it out there on the straight, and it looks
That's
like
Joey Fulkerson.
Ah, Joey Fulkerson, excuse me, and it looks like he's gonna park it up for the night.
Yeah.
Ah, Dwayne said he had a flat tire. Dwayne, can you comment on what happened in the beginning of the race there? It looked like Sean Goodman got into everybody.
Looks like everybody's going to pit now. Except for Sean Goodman.
Sean Goodman's going to try to make some headway here.
Yeah, Sean, his car is a little banged up here. I don't know. I can see this being caution 4 coming up.
Yeah, that's a little bit tough to hold the car when it's barely the proper shape.
I mean, we don't know how banged up it is, but you gotta imagine that it can't be good if its front end's all crinkled. But if Brett Hudson can drive a car like that, I think anybody really can.
So we see Travis peel out of the pits. Heath Helton's close behind him. I think that does not bode well for Sean Goodman up in the front of the pack.
No, not at all.
I'm going to go in-car for Travis with this restart, just for S&Gs.
Sounds great.
Nothing but road ahead of him.
So it looks like in the front row, it's going to be Sean Goodman and Travis McKinney. In the second row, Heath Helton and Dwayne Hall as they lead it off here. Paul Hahn in third. In the third row, with Jerry Hinkle on the outside of him in the 12.
And as they come out of turn 4, they're going to go to green, and let's go Eskimo. And it looks like Travis McKinney's going to just nail the whole shot and pull out in front of Sean Goodman there pretty easily.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to start walking away here. And if Heath Helton don't get by around Sean Goodman pretty quick, Travis is just going to be lights out.
Let's see, they're hitting some pretty awesome speeds. They're some of the highest I've seen so
Yeah.
far this season. 115 miles an hour. I think Travis has hit a couple times here. I mean, in
Oh, Sean Goodman on the backstretch, spinning out. Caution is out again.
Well, if you are since you already told us how many there were, we should have a good run of some green flag racing here pretty soon.
You would hope. You would hope. Just think, if we were out there, there'd be 10.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
maybe
know
not, 'cause you
about
only get
that,
2 and then
man.
you
I
gotta
was
park.
driving pretty good at Bristol. You can even see in the practice, and I mean, I was looking at some of the times. I was pretty close.
I'd take you out.
I believe that you would take me out.
This is a good segue into check out racingnation.net for all your things American stock car. You can check out the latest standings, the schedule, and see where we're going next. Besides us putting a slide up here for you, just go check it out. It's a good time. And if you want to connect from the Facebook to American Stock Car, you can do that from there as well. So 4 cautions in. Yeah, Dwayne said, let's see Tom and Andrew about 5 caution. See, he knows. Wouldn't be that bad, though. Come on, Dwayne.
Hey, I finished last week in the truck series, and I thought I ran pretty good.
You did. Okay, way before. Yeah.
Hey, it's all about practice, right? As we see,
Exactly.
Travis felt that the pace car was not going fast enough, so he wanted to lead, in front of that sweet Camaro for a minute there.
Play around like that, you might get yourself DQ'd.
I want you to go out there, and I want you to hit the pace car.
Again, guys, thanks for coming out and checking out the Eskimo Brothers doing the CRA Street Stock Series powered by Race Sim Nation. Absolutely a good time watching these guys whenever we get a chance to.
Yeah, it's always nice time hanging out with you, Tom. I know we get to hang out quite a bit during the week, but maybe I don't
Yeah.
say that enough. But I do enjoy spending my broadcasting nights with you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. It's a good time. Likewise.
Travis getting those tires warmed up.
Oh yeah.
Tires, brakes. If you see that, sorry to cut you off there, Tom,
No,
but
go ahead.
I know there's a typo on my macro there. I apologize. Noticed it right before the show, but didn't get to change it. First giveaway is June 12th.
June 12th. You must be present to win.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little gameplay with our viewers. Maybe invite you in to play a game that we can all play together, have a little fun, and then whoever wins the game
Maybe
might
get a
be
little
able
drunk.
to take home a little cash prize or some game credits, something like that. We're not sure yet.
Or maybe some merch.
Yep. As always, check out Brett
Yeah.
Hudson Motorsports on Facebook.
Dude's a badass. It's surprising that he's not here tonight. I'm sure he's busy with what he's doing, but would have been great to get him on the replay.
I've been reading about Salem. It's a pretty interesting track, and the surrounding area is pretty interesting as well.
Or is it located, do you know?
I forgot where it was from, but I was just remembering I was reading they have really nice facilities there, and that it's a really small population.
Like the bathroom?
No, like for the cars, you read.
Oh, Heath Helton will be running in the 5 at Salem. That's awesome.
So we got two of our street stock drivers who are going to be driving in that race. That's pretty cool.
Indeed it is.
Hey,
Hopefully they can get gridded up here and get ready to roll.
yeah, looks like the pace car's heading on off. I do want to say, our apologies go out for not being able to show this race to you live. Just had some other obligations last Thursday, but we're definitely glad to be able to bring it to you in our off week. And next week you'll get back-to-back action. So
Exactly. Starting on the front row, McKinney's taking the outside with Heath Helton on the inside. Row 2 is going to be Dwayne Hall and Paul Hahn. In the third row, we have Jerry Hinkle in the 12 and the 20 of Jared Bartlett. And then you have Sean Goodman in the 21, Caleb Helton in the 15.
as we see the cars heading in green and heading into turn 1, it looks like Heath's going to try to take that inside line again, and just the same as before. But actually, it looks like he
McKinney.
got about a half a car length on McKinney, but here he goes again on
closed the
this
door.
lap. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
They're neck and neck fighting for it. This is a great battle for the lead here.
Yeah, that's right. Dwayne Hall looks like he's got a front row seat there back in third.
Salem, Indiana, that's where it was. Thank you, Dwayne. See that little sword next to your name? That's why you have that.
McKinney finally clearing Helton. Getting about a car length of the lead there.
And I think I saw some yellow flashing lights. That means
Yeah,
another
there was
caution.
some yellow flashing light. Caleb Helton is going to be our fifth caution.
Hey, so
Sitting on the back stretch.
hopefully we'll get a nice run here. Unfortunately, Caleb, too bad you couldn't make it through the race. We hope to see you back next week at Salem. If you get some chance, get some practice time in throughout the week.
I like Caleb. I think he's got a bright future if he sticks this out.
Yeah, I remember actually when this mod first came out before we started broadcasting it, I actually, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know that Heath was a street stock driver, but I was doing some practice laps of my own and got to run with both of those gentlemen, and it was a good time. They're both nice people. Good father-son
Yeah,
combo.
Helton family's pretty cool.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to A Balanced Breakfast Live real quick. They're check them out on Twitch. They're really funny. I was watching their stream before we started tonight, and I was literally cracking up. Matt came and jumped in on our Deep Freeze podcast on Tuesday, and it was a great time. If you haven't had a chance, check out that video. There's some really funny content in there. And
Holy shit, yeah.
just want to thank him for coming on the show and for helping us promote our channel, and want to give them a little love. And Keith is just on Travis's bumper.
Hey, pitting is competition too. You got to get out first.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I got caught speeding on pit road this last week, I maybe might have shown a little better.
Same here. I was hanging with Frank the whole damn time.
For any of the folks that are new to the broadcast, the pit road rules in this particular game are extremely
Stingy.
strict. So if it says the pit road speed limit is 50, you better not go higher than 49, because if you do, you are speeding.
You see 50, you might as well just pull over.
Dwayne says you can push the guy in front of you and make him speed.
Oh, there you go.
Well, maybe that's information you probably shouldn't release, although I'm sure
Hey.
penalties could be cleared pretty easily in that situation.
No way, no way. Screw him.
That's good stuff.
Sean Goodman is up in front again.
That's scary, but I know we have some green flag racing coming up, so
Sean's a good driver. I just think once he gets used to the mod, he'll be really good too. Some real racers don't make the jump to sim racing and vice versa. Sometimes you either got it or you don't.
well, that's why it makes me really think that it says they need
Exactly,
to.
Dwayne.
Yeah, Dwayne says he needs to turn more laps. That's definitely
Put in the
case.
time, man. If you got time, put in the time.
Well, and even if it's just pre-race, you know, or the day before, get some of that. Just get one of those good lines fresh in your mind, and
I think it's more or less a coming in every day, running a few laps, getting a feel for it, and by the time the race comes, you're already used to it, you know. Especially if you're inexperienced, you know, you really got to get people to help run around you. It's not so much the tracks themselves, it's running with other people. This is not a console game. You can't just bang into somebody in the, you know, on their side of their car and think that's okay. This is we strive to be a better community of drivers. And I say that and I crash all the time, but it doesn't matter.
as we see the
And here
cars
we go,
going
we're
green
off.
here, let's go Eskimo. It looks like
John
Dwayne
Goodman
Hall's
coming
gonna
into one
push
and
out
two.
in
Dwayne
front.
Hall going the outside.
Oh, there's a little
Sorry, catch up,
content
lady.
with Sean and
Oh!
is that Jared Bartlett in the 20?
Yeah, yes it is. Dwayne Hall leading his first laps that night, I think. McKinney closing.
Dun-dun,
Exactly, I just think it's like John.
dun-dun. It's the old man there in front with the young buck coming behind him.
And I've got a V line from my chest pubes down to my ball throw.
Sorry to have
I'm
the old
looking
bull.
But now she wants a young calf.
Shut up, Dale.
Man, McKinney's closing that door
Wow,
fast.
yeah, he's on his bumper, and it looks like he's gonna try to make a move right here.
There he goes to the inside.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dwayne. You don't get down like that.
Can McKinney clear him?
Oh boy, he's making his move.
He's been really digging into the turn 1 and 2 hard. Might as well use the tires you got. There ain't much time left. Side by side racing with McKinney.
We're at like lap 41 or 42 right now.
I don't even care. This is good side by side racing.
Sure is.
This is what we come to see. Oh, McKinney getting a little loose coming out of 2. Maybe a little contact between them in 3 and 4.
Oh, Dwayne coming a little loose coming out of 4.
Ooh, yeah. Tires are hot now. Heath Helton just hanging back in 3rd.
He's the model of consistency back there. It's kind of always right there.
Oh, Dwayne. Hugging the
brush
wall.
there, a little brush with the wall possibly.
Making out with the wall. Travis McKinney having a 3-car length lead on Dwayne Hall. And as you guys can see, Helton is slowly closing the door, but he just, I don't think there's enough time.
Yeah, it almost feels like there might have, maybe should have been more laps here, but I get
There would have been 100. I think 100 laps, I think it would have been a little bit more competitive towards the end of this run.
Yeah, I hope to see these guys come back here and do maybe like a super feature somewhere later in the season.
I do believe we'll be coming back to this place.
Looks like he's
Oh,
catching
get a
him a
little
little
loose
bit
on it,
there.
too.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dwayne smacks the wall.
That always is going to slow you down a little bit.
Yeah.
I always got to say, I really like
Comes
Jerry
with the final
Hinkle's
laps.
car.
Travis McKinney is pretty walking away. I do. Yeah, the Ray Bestis car is awesome. I love it.
I'll head back out to the front. I happened to be clicking through, and I just really like
do
his
what you
car.
need to do. Now, if you haven't seen this before, all the drivers are in forced cockpit mode. So there's no third person, there's no hood cam, there's no first person right in, ground floor where you're driving. You are in a cockpit. You are literally seeing the steering wheel, and you're driving. Sometimes
This is
you may
the
not
view
know
that
hit the
you
wall.
are locked to right here.
And it's a lot of fun.
It really is.
Gonna
I
be a
mean, I
pain in the
know
ass.
when I'm driving in the Monday night series, my heart's racing. There aren't many games lately. Not to, I know some people say it's a simulation, but I say there's not many activities that I do on my computer and gaming that actually gets my heart rate up. And I will say,
Oh, yeah.
driving the trucks and the stocks, it gets my heart rate up, and it's great. It's a great time.
Heath Helton tracking down Dwayne Hall, looking for that second place.
He's got it. The points race is so close.
Oh yeah. Helton and Hall making a little contact.
Oh, goes for the pass on the outside and gets it. And he gets a little spinny, and he spins her out. He must have recovered there. We didn't get a caution, I don't think.
No, I do believe that's it.
Or was that the end of the...
That is the end of the race. Travis McKinney is your winner.
Ah, that's
it's
what
his
happened.
third win this season. The only other two winners we have are Jared Bartlett and Heath Helton, most notably at Adrenaline.
As we see Travis been burning some tires out here.
You know, with the time that and effort that he puts in, he deserves to win. Well, before we let you guys go tonight, we will show you the latest update in the points. And then we will send her on out of here. All right, so here's your RSN point standing as of May 31st. You see Travis McKinney with 300 points. Now, the way that it works, they discount. So there's 5 races so far this season. They take your best finishes, and then they take your worst 2 finishes and drop them off. So right now, Travis McKinney is up on the leaderboard with 300 points, with Heath Helton right there in second at 291, with Dwayne Hall tying him as of this race at 291. I think the biggest surprise here, Jerry Hinkle in fourth here with 272 points, having some consistent showings, staying out of trouble. As you can see in Bristol tonight, he did not get involved with anything wrecking related. Same with Paul Hahn. It's sitting there at 268. Brett Hudson at 266. Hasn't been here. Hope he comes back soon. Sean Goodman moved up in 262 with Joey Fulkerson, in 248. Brian Niels with 242. Jared Bartlett coming in and coming back and then getting up to 192. So things at the top from first to third there, they're kind of starting to separate themselves. But we still have a long season to go. So you may see some of those names like Brett Hudson and Paul Hahn and Jerry Hinkle start creeping closer. All they can do is they put more time in. They're gonna be contenders hopefully. But right now, Travis McKinney has it on lockdown. But
yeah, he's been dominating in it.
The first 3 there is consistent.
McKinney and Helton at the top. I mean, obviously a nice strong showing from Dwayne tonight, and I agree totally with what you said. Jerry Hinkle had a great showing tonight. He kind of, like you said, just stayed out of trouble, just ran his line, and it shows in the points. He's kind of been doing that all season. The main man.
Yeah. Yeah, we like Jerry a lot, and we're happy that he's being competitive. Guy personally that I really like is Paul Hahn. He seems to do very well, in the Cup Series as well. But he's just showing how experienced he is just by staying out of trouble and really contending there all throughout the race tonight.
That is definitely for sure, Tomsky. Well, it turned out to be a great time tonight, and as always, the Street Stock Racers have delivered another awesome race to watch.
Yeah, Bristol was awesome to say the least, and Travis proved again why he's the top dog in Street Stocks. That's 3 wins on the year for him, but anyways, next week will be a 100-lap race at Salem, and let me tell you, after tonight, someone really needs to step up, or else McKinney is going to walk away with this championship.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I'm going to let you take us out, and that'll be it for us tonight. It was a pretty good, quick race and a lot of clean racing. If you want to check out the broadcast, it will be available on our page. Make sure to hit that follow button when you stop by so you can get all the alerts from whenever we go live. And again, check out our Facebook page.
Right, and we want to thank you, the viewers, for dropping by and spending some time with us this evening. On behalf of Race Sim Nation, American Stock Car, and the Eskimo Brothers, again, thank you, and we hope you enjoyed this broadcast. We will see you again next week at Salem, and don't forget the deep freeze on June 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Good night.